What's up, everybody? The Destroyer here. Welcome back to another cast of the RotWK King Patch 2.2 version 6. Today we have ourselves a 2v2 on Tournament Anorien. Alright, so let's dive in. We have our first player here, BraBox, as Dwarves in the top left. And his ally for this match is Excelsior as the Men of the West in the top right. The opposing team, we have OuT as Mordor in the bottom left. And in the bottom right, his ally is Nemo, also as Mordor. So we got double Mordor versus a dwarf and a Men of the West. Intriguing. Alright, cool. So, it's good for Seaval. Yeah, there you go. Doesn't happen too often. Sometimes it happens. But anyway, we'll see who prevails today, good or evil. Alright, looks like Nemo's going for 2 orc pit starts. So we'll be getting that orc spam out quickly. It looks like InSid3 is going to do the same. InSid3 might go by a different name, I forget, to be honest. Oh well. Anyway, he'll be InSid3 for this cast in case he is someone else. Apologies. We have, of course, BraBox going for a Hull Warriors, as you would expect. He could, of course, go for a Battle Wagon, which is not a terrible start against Mordor, but it's kind of risky at the same time, especially since Mordor could spy on you. So it's not always reliable, but definitely going for a quicker Battle Wagon isn't a bad idea. So if he starts going Dwarves and then gets a Battle Wagon a little later, isn't too bad. And Excelsior, of course, going for a Barracks there, and he's getting some Soldiers of Gondor there on the field. So that's good. Of course, everyone utilizing their Triforce of farms, as you do in 2.02. It's the most optimal placement for farms. It looks like InSid3 hasn't actually placed his third one yet. There you go. He's just now getting his third slaughterhouse, I guess because it's set back up because of the old double orc pit start. And he has as well. Cool. And we do have ourselves a forward mine from BraBox over here on the right side of the map. So opting to go attack the far right instead of the far left guy who's sending guys at his base. We'll see if that pays off for him or not. Sometimes double teaming an opponent can be very, very effective. Sometimes it leaves you too open to attack. So I guess we'll see which case will be the case. What? Sure. There are a lot of orcs here, though. Soldier Gondor hold out pretty well, though. Because the shield wall formation there, they are quite tanky. Orcs don't do too much damage to them. And of course, orcs take pretty good damage because they're pretty shit. So there you go. We have phalanxes. I think phalanxes are still stronger than orcs, swordsmen by themselves. Especially with the fortress there. So he'll have no problem defending orcs' scum. And we have an archery range being thrown in as well. And some guardians being strategically placed right there. Very nice. He's also got a nice placement of his buildings. You'll notice that he's facing his mine outward and his barracks. So he can go around. And he can also pop out and defend the back of his base where he would be attacked. So that's actually a good idea. Maybe I should start doing that as well. I hadn't thought of it for some reason. We have Gondor Knights out on the field from Excelsior. And their Wrecking House. Very nice. They also have the War Chant on, or the Rally Call rather. Same shit, different team of course, but still. It's the proper name for it. And of course, having no pikemen in his army. Oh, speak of the devil. Looks like Nemo now has some pikemen, so Excelsior needs to be a little bit careful, but these Gondor Knights are taking almost no damage from these orcs. So that's pretty nice indeed. And there's a Dwarven army here, of course, from BraBox. It looks like an army from InSid3 has been sent over to help out. Nice trample there. Really good indeed. Good teamwork from the northern team there. And of course, southern team's doing well. Defending each other is also. So that's always good. Good teamwork will win you the game majority of the time. So if you're playing 2v2, try to help out your ally if you can. Last thing you want is your ally to fall, because if your ally falls, you'll be up 2-on-1, and that's never fun, of course. Unless you like a challenge. Then there you go. You get yourself a challenge. A single Gondor soldier survived in there. Excelsior should pull the man back, heal him up at a well, which he doesn't have yet. He should throw down a well pretty soon, though, so he can start healing up his Gondor Knights as well. It's always good to have a hearth or a well or some kind of healing thing. This man is not going to be pulled back. He's going to go down fighting, but such is glorious battle. He wants to go down a Viking death. Dying in battle. Although I don't think Vikings actually exist in this universe, but that's fine. It's the same idea, I guess. I guess the closest you'd have to Vikings would be Angmar, wouldn't it be? Or maybe... The ring has been dropped. Where is that? There it is. Conveniently placed right next to Excelsior's base. Huh. Well, there you go. Excelsior has captured the ring. Which won't do anything for him now, but... perhaps late game we'll see a Galadriel pop out of there. Who knows? Because I don't. We got Guardians and Porcupine Formation. I mean, Phalanx, of course. Guardians are their Wrecking House and whole ground stance, so they're very tanky. With Men of Dale, who retreated back into the mines as they were taking some damage. But there's a lot of Mordor Orc troops and some Easterlings here as well, from inside out, so I think Dwarves are going to be a bit overwhelmed here. Battle Wagons would definitely help, but he'd have to be very wary of the pikes. But any orcs, archers, or orc swordsmen, it would absolutely destroy. But like I said before, it's a little risky. Here comes another battalion of Gondor soldiers. A single Gondor soldier still alive. What a trooper! Such a boss. He should use that single guy to capture the signal fire. Oh, he's sending him home. That's good. Or maybe he's not. Who knows? Let's hope so. That man deserves a reprieve. Because he does have a whale now, as you see here. He's healing up all his Gondor Knights. This is the best way to do it. He's Gondor Knights spamming. That's going to be pretty effective until he runs over some pikes. Nice! He manages to absolutely, completely miss the Easterlings and get those Orc Archers there without taking any Knights casualties. Although now he's I don't know about that one. Of course, he can heal up. So it's not the end of the world if he does trample and lose a few guys here and there. And that guy did make it back, and he's now healing up his battalion. How wonderful. Alright, so we got Men of Dale here and Phalanx. Pretty strong army to contend with here from Mordor. Men of Dale are great archers. Phalanx are pretty tanky, so it's pretty hard to crack. And Excelsior is continuing to help out as well. Taking one of the slaughterhouses here, or attempting to at least. See what he should be able to get that, no problem, before those Orc Archers destroy him. Although if these other two battalions turn around, maybe not. Nope, they're not gonna. They're heading over here to deal with this, which is probably the smart thing to do, I would say. Get him going as quickly as possible on the enemy. Although he's going to get that one as well. That's 2 slaughterhouses down. Nice. Looks like Excelsior's upgrading to Rohirrim pretty shortly here, as he does have his level 2 stables. Also, he could go level 3 and just go straight for Knights of Dol Amroth, but probably not. But you never know. Knights of Dol Amroth are pretty good, so wouldn't be a terrible idea. And this is the problem you face with a full-on cav army. If there's too many pikes, it does become a problem. But he is mixing in swordsmen in there to deal with those pikes, so it's not bad. And he's fending off our Mordor army pretty well here from Nemo, I think at least. There does need to be more pikemen in it, though. Definitely need more Easterlings up in here. Because the orcs just absolutely get wrecked. But they also do clump up and get a horde bonus as well. I think if there's like 5 battalions together, they get a horde bonus, which gives them a buff of some description, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. But it does exist. With orcs, goblins, and what's the other spam faction? Does Angmar get a horde bonus? I don't know, actually. I know goblins and Mordor orcs do, but I'm not sure about Angmar, to be honest. And now the dwarves of BraBox have come over to help. He's got lots of dwarves there. By lots, I mean 4 battalions. There was also some hobbits there as well. He's bringing a forward mine, so we can get troops over here ASAP. He does have 4 battalions pretty much in the mine there in a moment. It looks like Inside Out will be pushing in over here on the left with a pretty sizable force. He's also got Gothmog attacking BraBox's stuff. He's up to level 2 now, so he does have this Fury, 200% damage, 25% armor. It's a very strong ability. Gothmog wrecks heroes. You gotta be careful. That Fury is dangerous. He's also got a Mouth of Sauron, which is very good as well. Mouth of Sauron's quite good, actually. Not only is he a cavalry unit, but he has the thing that debuffs the enemy removing leadership. Yeah, nullifies enemy leadership. He has the powerful Evil Eye, which is pretty damaging, especially against flying units and heroes and such. And then we have, of course, Descent, which causes target units to become hostile toward each other. I don't think I've used Descent since I started playing 2.02. I'm not positive on that one, but I don't remember ever using it. I do remember using it in the past, though, and having it bug the game out and make it freeze. That was on Xbox, though. Who knows? It was not a well-made power back in the day, to say the least. It's probably fine now, though. He can be placed by Excelsior here, showing his... Oh no, his stables are going down. Hopefully BraBox can respond to that quickly. There are some Rohirrim here as well. He'll want to heal up. He's going for Rohan Spearman. I guess to counter the trolls makes sense. Now there's trolls up in there. You want some pikes, definitely. Pikes are your best chance against that, other than just a lot of archers with fire arrows or something, maybe. But drummer trolls definitely excellent. As Mordor, I'd say definitely try to use drummer trolls as much as you can. That leadership is pretty big with the army. And of course they do have the fear as well. But 33% armor damage and 50% experience gain. Pretty good, since Mordor does not have a leadership on any heroes, other than Gothmog, I guess. But Gothmog is orc specific, as where a drummer troll is not. It's just allies, so that works for your allies as well, which is good. The dwarves are raiding over here. Looks like he's actually in the back of Nemo's base here as well, with a pretty sizable force. Will Nemo be able to react in time before losing too much, is the question. He does have his Mouth of Sauron here. He does have Doubt as well to be used. He's made a huge mistake, though. He's got his guy in not only aggressive stance, so he's taking extra damage, but he ran him in the middle of the Dwarven army, and I think the Men of Dale are going to pick him off. Nice, indeed. The Men of Dale do indeed pick him off. That was one unfortunate mistake there on Nemo's part. Unless that was a... That might have been BraBox's Mouth of Sauron, actually. Whoever... not BraBox, Inside Out. BraBox, of course, is the Dwarven player. Whoever's Mouth of Sauron, though, is dead. And the Dwarves also doing a great job defending his ally. Excelsior getting some Athelian Rangers out, just getting some Rohirrim out in the field. He doesn't have a whole lot on the field right now, though. So that's the thing. He'll be hopefully getting stuff back on the field here. He looks like he has something over here. Gondor Knight Battalion chilling out in the back of BraBox's base. And it looks like somebody has industry. Let's take a look at powers and stuff while we're at it. We'll start with whoever is this. This will be BraBox, the Dwarven player, has himself a battle wagon. Nice. He's got himself Men of Dale, Rebuild, Rally Call, power 7 power points, 535, 700. Nemo, the Mordor player over here, has Barricade, Eye of Sauron, Tainted Land, 9 power points, 280, 525. Excelsior, the Men of West in the top right, has himself Summon Hobbits, which looks like he just used. Rebuild, Rally Call, 7 power points, 274, 550. And then Inside Out, the Mordor point in the bottom left, who's got quite a sizable force building up here. He's got 12 power points, War Chant, Industry, and 513 of 750. So BraBox and Inside Out doing much better on the economy front here. Nemo being last in line in that front, and his command point factor limit being the justification for that. Because of course the more farms you have, the more command points you have in turn. Alright, looks like... Oh, nice undermine there. Doesn't manage to kill the orcs and stuff, though. I think because they're all buffed. I think if the orc warriors weren't buffed, it might have one-shotted them, or at least left them on, like, no health whatsoever. I'm pretty sure undermine actually kills goblin warriors one-shot, so that's the thing. Good defensive measure, though. Did wound the entire army of Mordor there, as well as slow them down for the Men of Dale here. Pick them off, the Men of Dale summon. Men of Dale summon should make short work of them pretty well. Yeah, they're just eating through Mordor's army there. And of course, if they die, it's not that big a deal, because summon units don't give experience in 2.02. As they used to in older patches, where it was a bit overpowered when you killed something summoned and it gave you way more power points than it should have. It used to be a thing, but it's not now, which is good. I remember when King Dane's Royal Guard used to give you like 25 power points when you killed them. That was insane. It was terrible. We got Black Riders on the field here from Inside Out. Great choice. That'll wreck these Ithilien Rangers there. Look at their trample. It's monstrous. And of course, they do have the Drevissage as well, making it even better. So they should make short work of a lot of things that don't have pikes in their hand. Ooh, God, that Mouth of Sauron. Inside Out's Mouth of Sauron is very close to death. It looks like Nemo is planning on going for Muma kill. Fantastic. That should be entertaining to see at the very least. As I do love me some Muma kill, as I'm sure you all know. Alright, we got Easterlings being brought out from Inside Out. He's also got catapults being brought out as well. And many orc hordes to boot. Dwarves are doing a bit of damage to his base though. These are all real Men of Dale battalions. This one's up to level 5. That's pretty good. Level 2, they do get the, of course, black arrows, which causes enemy monsters to flee in terror. Which is quite useful. So that'd be good against Felbeasts, I guess. Against trolls, Mumakil, stuff of that nature. Anything monstrous. It looks like Nemo has himself a Mouth of Sauron as well. His is up to level 4. Where's the Mouth of Sauron for? There he is. They're both up to level 4, it looks like. The battle wagon with a banner on it. Not only does it give leadership, of course, but it gives them a little pike. So they do some damage there as well. Actually, a viable tactic in patch 1.0 of BFME2 was just build like 5 battle wagons, 4 battle wagons, just rush them at the base, because the banner pike would just take down the base like instantly almost. It was very broken. I don't know who designed that. There was a lot of bugs in the old versions, as you might guess, of course. But holy crap, that was one that was pretty brutal. But of course, has nothing to do with this game, so I'll shut up about it. Black Riders and Mouth of Sauron are doing work here on the Men of Dale and the Dwarves. And they should have nothing stopping them. They're up to level 7. Holy crap, they've already got their Screech. They've got all their powers now. Morgul Blade, Screech, and Drevissage. Those are going to be hard to get rid of now. This will be very strong. So nobody's even taking this Cave Troll. As there is Cave Trolls there and there, of course. No one's bothered with them. Meaningless Cave Trolls. No one wants to creep when you got things to defend against, of course. It's tough. We do have a bunch of Ithiliens here. Of course, do have long shot available, which is good. Excelsior has a level 2 barracks, which of course does give it more life and a faster build speed as well. But he can also get Tower Guards, which he has done. Tower Guards are quite good. Tower Guards and Ithilien Rangers are pretty good. Pretty good combo to have, as the pikemen are very good, and of course the Ithiliens do the work. Swordsman thrown in there as well, though, is probably advised. So the dwarves do have some armor upgrades there. Black Rider managed to lose one of them, running right into some phalanx there. So they do have their shiny golden mail. They don't have the forged blades though. Wow, they wrecked Battle Wagon. A hero worm. That would of course be someone probably over here somewhere, right? No? Over here? It would be summoned somewhere. Oh, let's go back over here. I heard the sound. Just in the nick of time to see a barrage destroy Excelsior's army. He does have the signifier though. And since some people like to drink when I talk about the signifier buff, I'm going to talk about it again. The signifier gives you a giant vision raids. Nah, I'm just kidding. But it does, actually. But there you go. Take your shot. Alrighty. We got Black Riders still out and about. Like I said, they're going to be very hard to stop. And they are healing up as well. That's a great thing about them. Once they get going, they are pretty good. And of course their trample is just absolutely incredible. And the dwarves pushing in once again. Does BraBox have any heroes yet? I don't think I've seen a hero from BraBox. Surprise. Most dwarven players would go pretty crazy with their heroes. Not necessarily a king brand, but like a king dame wouldn't be too bad. I did hear a Mooma kill. So this German troll's being taken out. Not before kicking a few Rohirrim asses, though, it seems. It sounds like there's an undermine. There it is. BraBox going for the undermine into the base of Inside Out. Some phalanx. That will be taken out fairly quickly. As you see, the undermine actually benefits from the Dwarven riches as well. The passive 25% resources from mine shafts, as of course undermine makes money now. So that's pretty cool. That it benefits from that as well. I wasn't actually sure about that. Ooh. Level 10 Black Riders. Something you see every day. Most of the time it's very difficult to get a mini hero horde unit up to level 10. But it does happen. Black Riders are probably one of the easier ones to do because they're so quick. But who knows? And it looks like Nemo has employed the Mooma kill. Which is having rocks thrown at it by hobbits. Actually doing pretty good damage to it. As you would expect, because those Silverstone rocks are so destructive. They kill heroes super fast. Nemo really needs to move his Mooma kill. Oh, the ring is lost. Oh shit. Is that a Fires of Doom? Rain of Fire. Right. Fires of Doom is Sauron's power. I was getting mixed up. It didn't manage to kill the buildings, though. That's got to be a little bit depressing. And the fire's not in a spot where it would actually burn them down either. Luckily for Excelsior, because these are not cheap buildings. It's a good thing he upgraded them. That's all I'm saying. Level 3. If it was level 2, probably would have died. But if he has to rebuild, it would be a good time to use it. The fire looks like it's spreading, and it's actually burning down his archery range. He should really send a builder over there, if he has one, to put out that fire. Oh, looks like he didn't have one because he built it. Oh, that's unfortunate. He does lose both of those. He was thinking it, though. Gotta give him effort for trying. He just didn't have a builder out in time to actually put out the fire. It's too bad. And now he'll have to rebuild, of course. I'd say Mordor has a bit of an advantage here now. Late game Mordor gets tough. As we're going to see Mooma kills and trolls and all kinds of stuff from Mordor. Siege works being thrown up by Nemo as well. And of course their power set is pretty good also. The catapult's definitely going to help. Oh boy. This is quite the engagement. And of course we do have the level 10 Black Riders still running amok. Causing disaster for the Men of Dale usually. He's pulling him back though. He wants to retreat and heal them up. He does have himself Camulo. Excellent. I'd definitely say Inside Out has the advantage here as well. So now things are getting bad for the northern team. As Mordor is spiraling out of control in a big way. Looks like Excelsior has sent his army to aid his ally, but of course now he'll be starting to get raided by Nemo, who's not going to hold back while he defends his ally. Which is good, because that's what you want to do. If the northern or the opposing army is elsewhere, probably the best time to go attack would be now, I would say. Generally speaking, of course. If it takes 2 people to defend one, then one of the bases, of course, is wide open to attack. Logic dictates. Although Excelsior bringing his stuff back to his base, he should be fine, I think. Something he could do with is boiling oil if he had the money. Boiling oil would stop any orcs or Easterlings from taking out his base, his main base at least, or anything around it. If he clumped up right here, he could take that down easily with boiling oil. Of course, that won't do anything to Mooma kill or trolls or whatnot. Actually, upgrading a Moomik pit to level 3. Moomik pen, rather. Interesting. Not something you see every day either. Most people don't bother upgrading it to even level 2. Of course, it does give it faster build speed. 25% faster, which is pretty nice. As you see there, it's pretty quick. It's not super quick, but it is definitely faster, as you would expect. And of course, the building has more health as well. And for a building like that, you probably want it to have more health. So it lives. Roger March's fire arrow is a nice choice. Those are quite good. Looks like the Summon Men of Dale have despawned. Mouth of Sauron is up to level 6 now. For Inside Out. His Gothmog is level 9. And of course, all the orcs near Gothmog gain leadership. So that's good as well. Ishling, sorry, but you're excluded from the club of leadership. Too bad. Oh yeah. Gotta love a fully armored dwarf, huh? They look cool. Oh yeah. Oh god, I heard it. The next Mumakil is out and about. Very good. That'll make things a bit difficult. Hopefully it doesn't get brought down by hobbits this time. I'd be a bit depressed if my Mumakil got killed by hobbits of all things. But hobbits are actually pretty strong. It's just the concept of being killed by a hobbit is not strong. The idea is insulting. We'll continue to raid the mine shafts of the dwarves. It'll be a bit tricky to deal with, as he can fly around while the main force keeps everybody at bay here. Excelsior sending a Rohirrim summon through the center there, also sending some real Rohirrim in there as well. Trying to do as much damage as possible, trying to save his ally from utter defeat. And now he will have to deal with the Mumakil. Oof, look at that. Mumakil's so big it can just walk over Rohirrim of all things. It's crazy. Of course that's fine, that's what you expect, but they're not great against that amount of tower guards though. Pikemen are still decent against Mumakil. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Shitty pikemen, maybe not. But something like, say, tower guards, a lot of those, or perhaps some probably phalanxes would do pretty well, I'd say. If you put porcupine formation, like 1 battalion of them, it would slow the Mumuk down, and then you could stab him. Generally speaking, though, it's good to kind of surround a Mumakil if you can, not just bulk up your army, because that would be a bad idea. Then he could just charge through and kill pretty much everything. But the Mordor bases are pretty safe at this point, I'd say. Look at inside out. He has himself a Gorgo Spire. Looks like he has used it recently as well. And BraBox resorting to walls. That's when you know things are getting dicey. Unless you're me and you just straight up start with a wall because you're that level, that next level. Next level down, maybe. I don't know. Whatever you want to consider it. Not that walls, I'm not saying walls are bad by any means. This is actually a good idea. Just a small little wall piece to keep things from getting behind this. That's his idea, obviously. And that's a good idea. As that will make it a little bit more difficult. Unless he summons a worm, of course. And that will make things completely nullified. And he will get that Forge Works with ease with that worm. So that's unfortunate. Let's see if anyone has a 25-point power. We have a Dwarven Citadel there. So BraBox could use that. We have a Balrog, obviously. Oh no, he's going to summon it right under his... It's lucky he didn't kill his own Nazgul. That would have been unfortunate. Were those his? No, that was Nemo's. Nemo summoned a Balrog under his allies' Ring Wraiths. We do have an Army of the Dead summoned from Excelsior. He could save the base. Although, does he want to use it on a Balrog? I don't think he does. I think he wants to go for an attack. I don't think he has the force necessary to defeat Nemo, though. Even after a Army of the Dead summon. That's the problem. So you have to really decide what's best. I mean, the Dwarves are pretty much going to lose everything at this point. As Inside Out is using his Balrog smartly, not just attacking the base, he's attacking everything else. Which is really the way you want to do it. Nice charge there from the Mumakil, although nice escape as well. So he didn't kill too much. So Eowyn's out in the field here. Eowyn, rather. Whatever. Her smite is actually pretty good against Mumakil, I believe. So, well, not terribly good, but it's probably a lot better than nothing. And of course we have Faramir here as well. It looks like he's used his wounded arrow recently. Eowyn's actually... I keep calling her Eowyn. Is it Eowyn? It is Eowyn, isn't it? It's Eomer. It's... yeah, never mind. Surprised her name's not Eowyn, then. Whatever. I've said that before. Never mind me. Balrog has despawned here. So, Inside Out is in a pretty good way. But yeah, Eowyn is pretty tanky. She's not bad. This ability Shield Maiden gives her 100% armor. So she gets pretty boss. And she's only, what, 1,000 resources, I think? She's pretty good. Of course, if the enemy gets a Witch King, she'll have a bonus damage against them as well. If only they had Galadriel, that would be useful. We got Eomer here. He's up to level 2, so he will at least have the spear thrown there, which is pretty good. Tom Bombadil being summoned in to dance his way through the hordes of enemies. Malthasar's wrecking house here. Although he doesn't need to be careful, there's a lot of men of Dale here defending the base. BraBox is being allowed to rebuild. This could be a bit of a mistake there. I think Inside Out really should have sent an attack force to take out the Dwarven base before he rebuilt. But perhaps not. And we do have a Boromir on the field, level 2 now. Very good. So we'll have the Horn of Gondor, of course, to freeze enemy armies, which should be very, very useful indeed. Seems Excelsior's command point capped. He probably can't be command point capped too much. We get 750 for him. Excelsior's command point capped to 600. And there is... Oh, man, the Rain of Fire once again. Off cooldown there. Well, they have a combo they could use. They could use Army of the Dead and the Dwarven Citadel, but they just have to time it right. They don't want to prematurely use it and then just die when they need it, because that would be unfortunate. And here, like, it's a tempting target, but it's really just a bunch of orcs. So you don't want to use Army of the Dead and a bunch of orcs. Although saying that, it seems he does. I retract my statement. But yeah, I guess really, what else can you use it on? The longer you hold on to your level 25 point power, the more time is wasted in its recharging. Because of course, it can recharge if you use it. You probably should have sent the army that it in though afterward. Could have at least killed this catapult. But oh well. And now Malthasar's going to continue pillaging. We do have a Dwarven Citadel here, which will give them a bit of a stronghold in the middle of the map below Excelsior's base, which is still on fire. Let's build her in the ominous danger of becoming barbecue there. I don't know if the fire still affects or not. What was this? Don't know. Perhaps a barrage, perhaps just catapult shots. We'll never know. Somebody has... No. Industry just about off cooldown. We do have a barrage off cooldown as well for Inside Out. And we do have a Witch King. Nice. So Eowyn should be able to do pretty good damage to the Witch King. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I know her smite does more damage to the Witch King, I'm fairly certain. It looks like she's actually used it. Probably the reason the Witch King is so injured. I mean, he's already half dead. But with the Black Riders, the Witch King, and Malthasar, they should be defending pretty well. I feel like Nemo is doing fairly well, but at the same time he's falling a bit behind as well. Not behind, he's getting a lot of damage done to him. These dwarves are being unchecked, taking out the economy of Nemo, which is obviously not good. And of course that's going to command point cap Nemo at some point, and then possibly make for a rally for the northern team. Only time will tell. Oh, that was a mighty catapult, of course. That's what that burn mark is. And there's the Undermine hitting Witch King right in the middle of all these dwarven phalanx. He's going to try and get him out of there. Ooh. You should be able to get the majority of them out, though. Nice escape. Escape route. Undermine there. Pro stuff. I like it. Unfortunately, the dwarven base is under siege now. We have a Mordor catapult strategically placed over here, away from the main army, so if the main army gets destroyed, of course, the catapult's still firing. Nice decision. And there comes the barrage, taking out the catapult expansion, and the flying units swooping in to do as much damage as possible. There's 3 of them now. Oh man, this fort is doomed, and down goes BraBox's fort. I think that's it. That must be it for BraBox. Look at all these Black Riders. That's crazy. I've never seen so many Nazgul. It's weird. There's only 9. Somehow there's many more. I guess that's what you get for having 2 Mordor teams. But yeah, BraBox should be out of the game here shortly, I think. Because Citadel might keep him alive, though. In fact, I think it is keeping him alive, as that is the only base he has right now. He's giving masterwork munitions to his Citadel. He can still build builders from this Citadel. It is a fortress of sorts, so builders can come out of it. Of course, it can still build heroes. So he lost his fort. Can you still use powers? And he can still use powers as well. It is a fully functional fortress. So, but he has, of course, lost the top of the map. So that's obviously pretty much condemning. Wouldn't be good whatsoever. There's the Witch King still there. He's taking quite a bit of damage from the Men of the West heroes there. Eowyn is there. Ooh, Eowyn smited the Witch King. Just as it should be. Very nice indeed, Excelsior. Very nice indeed. That just goes to show, get Eowyn against Mordor. Probably a little bit rough time. Ouch. But of course, there's always that. Gorgoroth Spire. Boromir running through the flames. Not looking back. Oh dear. Got hot there for a moment. But he's pulling back. And the flying unit's going to take down the fortress pretty easily. There's no resistance to this many flying units. Not even 1 battalion of Athelians can do anything to that. Rebuild going down, barrage going down. Everything is going down at this point. They actually killed one of the Phobes though. Unfortunate, but still they get the fortress. Oh man. Clash of the Titans. And it looks like Excelsior will be killed off here shortly, I think. They went down fighting. Still a Men of the West builder. Ah, Mordor has claimed the ring as his own. He's taking it home to Sauron. As it should be. Of course, I don't think we'll see a Sauron in this game, but you never know. I don't think it'll be dragging on for that long for them to wait for Sauron. Oh god, and Balrog summon, absolutely decimating the remnants of Excelsior's army. Balrog v. Boromir. I don't like Boromir's odds. gonna be honest. Although it looks like Balrog is bored of Boromir. He'll begin to move elsewhere, taking out the Men of the West structures here. So Excelsior can die. Although Excelsior managed to kill the Mouth of Sauron there, with the help of 2 dwarves from BraBox. Very nice indeed. And now the last dwarven citadel stands strong in the middle, on the right side. For how long though? Probably not very long. I'm sure that will go down fairly quickly. What is keeping Excelsior alive here? Ah, he's building an archery range in the top center here. So as soon as he loses that, he will of course be dead. But it looks like Balrog does know he's there. Ooh, nice. Ooh, down goes Excelsior with a mighty crush. Although he did take down a Phobes with a smite from Eowyn and the wounding arrow from Faramir. Nice double wombo combo there to use on enemies. And there we go, BraBox has been defeated, and the southern Mordor teams take the victory. So well played, of course, to everyone in the match, but especially to Nemo and InSid OuT, as they won the game. But that was a good match. I thought so, at least. And I hope you enjoyed that as well. So I see you guys in the next cast of the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.2 version 6. See you all next time.